Just for anybody that's watching this on playback, you can skip to about 10-15 minutes inwards before I actually start the readings. Just want to wait for a few peeps to join so I can see how everybody is. Who's in the room? Pop up, say hello. I just want to, hey Sassy, I just want to put a message out because I've not been on YouTube properly for a while now. I've had lots of emails, lots of messages, lots and lots of Skype messages, and I just want to say to everybody, I'm not ignoring anyone. I've been absolutely inundated, and when I say inundated, I mean hundreds. And as you all know, I've not been feeling my best, especially energetic wise. And as harsh as it sounds, I've literally had to shut off at times. So I just want you all to know, I'm not ignoring anyone. It's not an ignorant thing. I will get round to catching up with everybody, but I'm just, headspace wise, it's not been brilliant. I'm just going to say that. Seriously, every single day I've been bombarded with headaches. I've been bombarded with spirit and all sorts, and the energy has just had me going a bit haywire, and I've literally got to the point where I'm like pushing and blocking everything out, and that includes some of my loved ones as well and my friends, do you know what I mean? But I've had to do it for my own sanity. Because there's been hundreds of you, if I try and keep up, it's going to drive me crazy. And as you all know, I'm just trying to spend some time with my children, you know what I mean? And my mum's not been well either. I don't want to go into it too much though, because I'll cry. But yeah, she's not been too well. So I've been trying to check on her as much as possible. And I can't get near her. I could fucking cry. I'm not gonna. I'm trying not to. Can't get near her. Can't give her a hug. The most I can do is knock on the window and stand at the gate. Can't give her a hug or anything. It's fucking wrong. All of this is wrong. Considering what I know about it, it's fucking wrong. I'm just saying. So again, I don't want anyone to think I'm ignoring them. I'm not. I will get around to everybody eventually. I'm just not in the right headspace right now, for no offense, but for everybody else's problems at the minute. I'm only just managing to keep up with my personals, do you know what I mean? And again, I just feel like I'm dealing with egotistical bullshit at the minute, when right now, and I'm just going to say it to all of you, right here, right now is not the time for egotistical bullshit. Get over your heartbreaks. Focus on yourself. Be the best version of yourself that you possibly can be. That is my advice to everybody. Because we are all going through this together. Every single one of us are going through this together. There's no one impartial than anybody else. We've all got our own personal issues. I know it's like, again, I don't want to sound bitchy saying that. And if you guys know me and have followed me by now, you know I care so much about every single one of you. But right now, that's the best advice I can give anyone. Drop the fucking egotistical bullshit. Don't let it get to you. Somebody else is acting up. That's not your problem. Don't take their problems on your shoulders. Drop it. Be the best version of you that you could possibly be. Because guess what? You got one life. That's it. You ain't coming back. Who wants to waste days, months on end pining over some egotistical bullshit? Seriously. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I have to be like this at the moment because, for one, I got my own personal problems, and for two, I just came on my fucking period yesterday, so everything's fucking dramatic at the minute in my eyes. Anyway, I'm looking at everything and going, drama, drama, drama. No, I can't deal with it. I can't fucking deal with you guys. Seriously. And I don't know if you noticed, but the Schumann resonance meter has been going off the fucking scales just about every single day for the last month. Seriously, if you don't know about the Schumann resonance, go look. Go look. It's basically everybody fucking waking up and ascending in the energy. People like empaths, if you're an empath and you feel like you're being fucking bombarded with energy, you can blame it on mass awakenings and mass ascensions. It's almost like people's higher being, like higher selves, are screaming out to those that have been through it. You know what I mean? Seriously, over the last 4 days, all I keep hearing is probably several different voices screaming, help, help, help. And I'm literally like, Thomas Angela, block the fucking shit out. Block it. Can't deal with it right now. So if you're an empath and you've been struggling, that'd be why. Go check out the Schumann resonance and see for yourself. The Earth's natural frequency is probably about 7.8, 7.9 gigahertz. Over the last month, nearly every day, it's been hitting 200, sometimes for hours at a time. Hours at a time. There's no wonder spiritualists, mediums, and empaths are just being bombarded with headache at the minute. Anywho, hey, Crystal Claire, I'm preaching, my darling, I'm preaching. The one, sending balance and calm, boo. Thank you, my darling, I really need it right now. Seriously. But like I said, I'm not ignoring anyone. It's for a reason, and I will catch up with everybody when I'm feeling a bit more fucking grounded. That's the problem, you know. I think that's what it is. I need to ground myself. I need to root myself for something. I'm gonna go for a walk barefoot in the garden or something tomorrow. That's what I need. I need to fucking ground me, son. Defo. Oh, it's Water Jam. You changed your name, darling. Sassy. Yeah, absolutely. You're human and we understand. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. I know. Hey, Laura. You all right, darling? Anyway, I'm going to be doing very quick because I ain't got the energy to be doing full readings at the minute. I really haven't. So what I thought I'd do is just do some quick readings for each sign for the month of April and just sort of go that way. That's the way I'm going. So I'm not doing necessarily live personal readings because I can't cope with it at the minute, seriously, because every single time it's, no offense, but it's something to do with the fucking ego and I can't deal with it right now. No offense. I'm going to do some personal stuff, not personal, some collective stuff. And hopefully it'll be more advice-based. So if you're not interested in advice-based, now's your cue to bugger off. If you're interested and you actually want some decent advice, right now, in this moment, for this month, stay. Because that's what we're doing. Because that's what I feel is needed. And that's what I'm being guided to do. Remember, we don't always get what we want. Sometimes we're dealt what we need from spirit. And you have to respect that. And if spirit feels like egotistical readings ain't the fucking right thing for now, then it ain't the right thing for now. Other Tari is probably doing it. There you go. Anywho, been looking for you and wondering how you were. I'm so happy to see you back. Yeah, I am good, you guys. I am good. Like I say, I've just been dealing with a lot in one go. And as you all know, the kids driving me fucking crazy. It was so nice at first. It was so nice. So let's do some baking. Let's do some colouring. Let's go to Asda, you know, UK's version of Walmart, and go get some crayons and some mandala books and do some colouring and it'll be all nice and roses. Let's do some Joe Wicks in the morning. Can't even keep up with that dude after 5 minutes and he expects kids to keep up with him. Fuck me. I felt like reaching for the bottle of red after 5 minutes with that dude. Anywho, within a week, it's nice for about a week. I've been in isolation now. I'm on my 3rd week. I'm crawling the walls. Where's the fucking wine? Guys, I think I'm going fucking slightly mad. I know we're on lockdown for a reason, though. I know we're on lockdown for a reason. I have to keep reminding myself of that. Stay home, save lives. I have to keep reminding myself. Seriously. I know. I'm taking deep breaths, you guys. I'm seriously taking deep breaths. You need your own sitcom. I'm feeling the energy heavy, but the way you describe things hilarious. Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually being relatively fucking serious, if I'm honest. Literally crawling the walls at the moment. Seriously. Anywho, I'm going to start off with water sounds as I always do, because I'm biased like that. The manic laugh. Yeah, the manic laugh. The laugh that you should be afraid of. That laugh. At least I'm laughing and not crying. Oh, good God, what just flipped that? Too many. Spirit wants to throw them out again. I'm sure they will. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to start off with water signs. I'm going to start with Scorpio because I am that biased. Scorpio, the Ace of Wands just fell out. April 2020. The moon in the reverse. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. The Fool in the reverse. Oh. Ah. Oh, okay. 6 swords reversed. And 3 of Wands. Right, let me throw an oracle on this. Let go. Right, Scorpio, you've got an opportunity being presented to you at the moment, okay? For some, I mean, I'm not seeing it to do with love here. If it is love, this isn't love, it's sex. Bone a card. But whatever this is, it's a new passionate start, new passionate opportunity, something that you maybe want to do or get involved with. They're basically saying, don't take any risks with this right now because you're about to find something out here. Things are a little bit dramatic and they're basically saying, wait until you know exactly what it is that you're dealing with before you delve into this. So for some of you, it'll be information. For some of you, it literally will be a secret and hearsay, like you hear something from someone. They're basically saying, don't jump the gun because something's about to come out that's going to change things up a little bit, okay? So don't go making plans, especially if it involves anything new and passionate. Sit back, look pretty, like we do, us Scorpios, and just wait a little bit before you do this. But it's in the upright, so it's worth doing, whatever this is that you want to do. But they're sort of saying, just wait, because something's about to go down here that may take your attention away from this. So don't start something if you can't finish it. Let's just give this a bit more time first, because something's about to come out. So they're saying, let go of this just for now. I'm going to read you the card, Scorpio. It says, once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to realise all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past, trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. So you're very well protected, Scorpio, especially on a spiritual level. And they are saying, don't take a risk with this just yet for your own benefit. So just take the hint, okay? Not a good time to start anything new, especially if it involves anything passionate or something that you're passionate about. Right. Let's do Cancer. All right, Cancer. What we got here? So I've got Death in the reverse with the 9 of Pentacles. The Magician in the reverse. Oh, yeah. The three, very similar message for the Cancers. And the Four of Swords. Yeah, they're basically saying, especially if it's something to do with finances, Cancer, you're in a position now where you're comfortable and you're probably wanting to sort of splash out on something here. They're basically saying no, because there's still something here that's changing, you know, whether it's energy changing or whether it's circumstances changing. And they're basically saying, don't manifest this just yet. And you could also be dealing with someone a bit manipulative as well, Cancer. Just wait it out, lay this to rest for now. We can always pick it back up at a later date. Very, very similar message for the Cancers. I've got dream talk. So Cancers, pay attention to your dreams, okay? Because your dreams may be highlighting exactly what the problem may be here, okay? So just bear that in mind. And it says on the card, your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more. So again, Cancer's being told to delay something here. You're in a pretty rosy position in terms of comforts, even materialistic comforts. You may just be wanting to sort of venture out into something else or to purchase something. They're saying just hold back because there's something in the works there, okay? Right. Let's check out Pisces. Right. Let's see. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, April 2020. So I've got the Seven of Cups reversed for Pisces. What's all this here? Well, there's your cup, Chariot reverse, and the Two of Wands. One more for Pisces, please. And the Five of Swords. Pisces being told to back off from something here too. Bit of a theme throughout the water signs, isn't it? And be proud, Pisces. Wow. Okay. Pisces, this to me looks like options. This to me looks like turning down options and not moving forward with something. Something that you deem not worth it, fighting a losing battle. Again, these are advice-based. So they could be sort of saying, look, you know, you've had two options here, okay, whether to remain stuck in a situation or whether to choose your freedom and liberate yourself from something that may be stuck, stagnant, you know, trapped in many ways. And they're basically sort of saying here, look, the Seven of Cups reversed is saying that you've probably made your decision. You've maybe chose your option. You know, we're no longer confused about which option we need to take. It's almost like the cup that the page is holding is the right option for you. You know what I mean? So it seems like you've made the right decision, chose the right option for you. And again, we're turning every other option down because you've got the right one for you right there. All right. Doing so may have set you back. That's what I feel with the Chariot reversed. It may have set you back, but it was worth it to back off from whatever this was. It seems like you maybe made the decision to back away from something here and choose your freedom rather than entrapment. And they're basically saying, be proud of that. Okay, I'm just going to read the card. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you're going to become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. So that's your advice, Pisces. Be proud of how far you've come. Actually making decisions without hesitation and sticking by your guns. It's the best thing for you to be doing right now, okay? Right, then, let's do the earth signs. Hey, Star. Oh, my beautiful friend, Star Lourdes. Do you know, you guys, that woman has got me through all this shit. And we've been going through it together. Seriously, it's drove us crazy. Both of us have sat there on camera like, this energy, like, seriously, I can't tell you guys enough. And she's released some excellent videos on her Hope for Humanity series on how to cope throughout these lockdowns, especially grieving periods as well. Whether you've, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you've lost someone, but, you know, because of the lockdown, especially when we know what's about to happen, some of you should really go and check out that grieving process video on her channel, because I think you're going to find it real helpful. Trust me. Anywho, right, let's do Taurus. Oh, Taurus. I've got the Four of Cups, the Queen of Swords reversed. Damn it, Taurus, you guys cut someone off here. The Tower reversed, avoided a disaster. I'd say so. I've got the World. One more for Taurus. Have a new vid coming out today about Saturn. Oh, I can't wait. I've got Justice in the reverse. Let me just throw one more on that, Taurus. The Moon in the reverse. Well, that needs clarifying on its own. Hierophant reversed. Okay. Let's see. I've got light. Right then, Taurus. This month, you've clearly had a lucky escape from something here, okay? You've cut something or someone off. All right, situation was hardly fair on, I think, all parties, to be fair. But, we've got the World. That's the end of a journey. You've avoided a disaster at the end of a journey. I don't think it's anything that you have to worry about anymore, because God knows how you guys worry a lot. Look, what was being offered, and I think this is why there was that need for a cut-off. And don't forget, the Queen's about negotiations, and in the reverse, it can be negotiations that don't go exactly the way that it's not amicable, or it's more argumentative, if that makes sense. But what was being put on the table wasn't offered. It was like, right, here's my say, it's not being offered. Here's my view or my kindness or my suggestion, and it's not being accepted. That's those two together, okay? I'm reading them together. And I feel like because of this breakdown in communication and also emotional connection with the look of it, you've actually avoided a disaster. And I would definitely say a lucky escape for some of you. And you really do need to accept the end of a journey and move on with your life at this point. Yeah, okay, the whole thing, unfair, didn't want to go through it. Some of you may be, a bit unstable because of what went down. But you'll quickly pull yourself back up from this. I don't think it's one of those things that the Taurian characteristic is going to keep you lingering through. Now I've got this, and it does warrant clarifying one more time because they're both majors, and I would like to see a minor on this, see what area we're dealing with here. But as far as I can see, what's actually coming to light throughout the month of April is the reality of a lack of commitment to something, or it could even be like a guidance. Maybe you've not been getting the right advice. Maybe you've not been seeking the right advice or guidance. Maybe that's something that needs to change. But like I say, it does warrant one more on that to see if we can pull a minor. There we go. The Eight of Wands in the reverse. Well, Cupid's arrows are definitely not flying here. This is basically, again, a breakdown in communication. This is negotiations or something like that just went awry. It's almost like you could have been dealing with someone where it's their way or the highway, and you're not down with that, and or maybe this was you. Maybe it was your way or the highway. Whichever way it goes, you got a lucky escape. So I'm assuming some of you got what you wanted to hear or got what you wanted, period. And I think that what's coming to light is the fact that maybe we've not been asking for help, asking for advice, seeking guidance. That's the way I feel with the Hierophant. Okay, and I've got light here. Okay, so I'm just going to read this. Imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You're a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. It's a time to remember how vibrant you truly are. So don't let this situation drag you down at all. You can rise above this, and you can show everybody that, there is a lot of good to be had from this situation. And I kind of feel like it's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's almost like you've been in a tunnel for a long time. It's dark, it's dim, it's dreary, and then all of a sudden we're at the other end of that tunnel. We can start again on a fresh journey. Do you know what I mean? So that's the way I'm looking at that for you guys, Taurus. Lucky escape. Right, let's do Virgo. K is on fire. I don't feel like it. Let's see. Crystal, I watch you, Tyler, and KK routinely. I like it. Ash calls me KK. I wish more of you call me KK. It's cute, isn't it? KK. Right then, Virgo, I've got the Page of Swords on the defense. I've got guard up on the defense. About laying something to rest here, Virgo. Seven of Swords reversed. King of Wands reverse. And one more, please. Justice. So yeah, I'm absolutely satisfied that Virgo's been dealing with somebody a bit hot-headed, unless Virgos themselves are being a bit hot-headed at the moment. I'm Virgo rising, and fuck yeah, this has been me for the last 2 weeks, I'd say. That first week, oh, it was so nice. It was all sweetness and rainbows and, you know, everything nice. And then the last 2 weeks, this has been me. So yes, Virgos, I can relate the shit out of this. Anywho, let's move on. Let's see. Ancestral wisdom. Okay. Learning from the past is what I get from that. Learning from the past. Right. So, KK. Seriously, I got a friend, a Scottish friend. She'll call me Kate. KK. KK. I love it. She rings me up. She goes, KK. And I go, Brigadoodling. Seriously, I'm not even going to mention her name because if I do, she's going to watch this and kill me. Anywho. Virgo, you're on the defense about laying someone to rest, laying an argument to rest. Seems like there may have been an argument, tiffs, bust up, tension, and you can't let it go. We're trying to let it go, and you can't let it go. And the thing is, this is the reason why I'm looking at this as an argument. I feel like these two are tied together. Because, yes, sometimes the king in the reverse can signify abuse, whether it be verbal abuse, which, yes, this could be, or physical. But because the Seven of Swords, and a lot of different tarot readers read this card differently than me. So remember, I don't run off textbook and I don't run off what other people say. I run off my own intuition and the imagery. And I feel like, you know, in the reverse, the Seven of Swords is, yeah, all right, there's no smoke without fire. Some shit's gone down, but it's not as dramatic as what it's made out to be. And in this case, I feel like it's the tarot telling me, yeah, we're saying the king because this was a fiery fucking argument. This was a fiery bust up, but it's not quite as that, you know, negative as what the cards. I feel like that Seven of Swords is just for me so that I'm reading this right. But yeah, like I say, I feel like this is just a bust up, an argument that Virgo's had with somebody here, probably a fire sign or a Libra. And you can't get over it. Something was said here. Words that cut like a knife. Something was said here and can't let go, can't forgive that. And when the reason why I say it hurt, you know, whatever was said really hurt is because, look, we've got one sword laid to rest, but we've got three here. And think tarot in the tarot, this is the Three of Swords. And this is pain. This is hurt. This is a fresh wound. And because they're all swords, it's communication. Boom. Okay, still got it. I've had 3 weeks off, but I've still fucking got it. And yes, it's unfair. But a spirit would always fucking have it. Learn from this. That's what the ancestral wisdom card. I don't even need to read the card. She's basically saying learn from this. There's no need to dwell on this. The last time we dwelled and ignored and blocked someone or didn't talk to someone that, you know, especially if it's a loved one. Yeah, all right. Maybe someone said something. You can't take words back. It's out there now. However, you can choose not to let this affect you that much. If somebody has got that little self-control that they can't be careful what they're saying to you during this time, and this probably is as a result of lockdown, everybody's under each other's toes. And we get irritated and you're like, oh, don't fucking breathe on me. Oh my God, don't slit that spoon so fucking loud. and all that jazz that gets us all irate and can you please put the fucking toilet seat back down after you've used it? That kind of shit that ends up going into an argument, and then someone says something that they later regret. Try not to take it so fucking personally, okay? This, you know, again, especially if you're under the same roof as this person, you know, think back to the past. Has there been a situation? Boris is now in intensive care. I'm going to say something about him after a minute, but let me just finish Virgo. Seriously, though, I think the Four of Swords really is your advice with the ancestral wisdom. Maybe the last time you had an argument and you ignored each other for a week, it was easy to do that because you could both still work. Or the kids were at school and you go, you know, if it's one of your kids. But now, not so easy. Everybody's fucking locked down. Go for a walk. Green. Grounding. Go for a walk. Go ground yourself. Go stand under a tree. Go read a book. Go get some fresh air for an hour. I know you can only go out for an hour, but go out for an hour. Get out of the way. Don't stay in the same four walls where there's tension. Go clear your head and then come back and deal with it in a mature way. And if the other person ain't being mature, then fucking tell them. I just feel like, you know, there's an ignorance kind of thing going on here. That's what I'm getting from that. Anywho, hey, Lisa. Thanks, darling. Anyway, I want to say something about Boris before I do Capricorn. So, right. And I will put a video out about this because I feel like it's warranted. So, let me roll a fag. Stay, you guys. Stay. Seriously. I will get around to Capricorn eventually. I just want to say something about Boris. I'm going to roll a fag and I'm going to tell you. Right. So, back in 2016, and again, I will make a video because I want you guys to see the evidence behind this. So, back in 2016, Robert Hannigan, who at the time was head of GCHQ, which is the British Security Agency or whatnot, that when Boris was Foreign Secretary at the time. So Robert Hannigan receives a request from Susan Rice. And at the time, Barack Obama was still, this was just before Trump's inauguration. So Obama's administration, specifically Susan Rice, writes to Robert Hannigan, and I have the letter. I've got the letter. I will show you guys. She writes to Robert Hannigan and says about Operation Folsom. If you don't know what that is, go Google it. So she writes to Robert Hannigan, head of GCHQ, and says, yeah, okay, along the lines of, yeah, okay, we've been spying on the Trump campaign, but can we extend it past November? In other words, past the inauguration. So we go from spying on a campaign, and I've got documented evidence that I can show you all if you don't believe me. So we go from spying on a campaign, which is treason, to then spying on a president, which is high treason. And there's a huge difference. And Robert sent a letter to Boris telling Boris, can we do this? Susan Rice has requested this. Can we do this? And until this day, I've got no idea whether or not Boris agreed to it. But the fact that he's got this coronavirus, the first thought that came to my head was he is either being protected, he ain't got it, is being taken somewhere out the damn way. Because we all know there's been about 7 attempts on Trump's life. I would not be surprised. There's been a few attempts on Boris as well. Because I have no doubt Boris has been flipped. If he was a part of that treason thing, I think he might have been flipped. and on side with Trump. So he's either been taken into protection out of the public way, or it's their excuse, ain't it? Because it's only the fucking celebrities that's saying they've got coronavirus. Everybody else who's being diagnosed with it ain't being tested. Fact. They're not being tested. If they die from it, they're not being tested. They're just getting coronavirus on the death certificate. Doesn't matter if, you know, they had a major heart attack. No, if they know it's coronavirus. So it is interesting, Star, and I will release a video on this because I want everyone to know the truth. And this is the problem. Everybody's got their heads buried in mainstream media. And I've been saying for months, stop watching this crap. Stop watching. And if you're curious, I released a video not last week about the news faking it. Seriously, go watch that video. Yeah, so that's the thing. He is either being protected or this coronavirus is his scapegoat so that he don't lose his reputation. And that will only be because, don't forget, high treason is the death penalty, and not many people get away with that. But for the sheer fact that he has actually sort of stepped up to the plate and done the right thing as Prime Minister, he may not have done as Foreign Secretary, but because he's done the right thing as Prime Minister, he may be allowed to have a dignified exit, let's say. It depends on which way this goes, because like I say, I can't be entirely sure. But what I can be sure of is that while he was Foreign Secretary, this request landed on his table. And like I say, it hangs in the balance as to whether or not he actually did it. Because if he didn't do it, he didn't grant permission, like Susan Rice wanted him to, like Obama wanted him to. If he didn't grant permission, then he should be kept safe and out of the way. If he did grant permission, I assume he'll be given a dignified exit. It'd have took a plea deal if that's the case. But I just wanted to put that out there so that everybody understands Boris Johnson, because unless you know exactly what went on, I mean, you can go search for this letter. It's on Google. Did you know Google's been taken over by patriots? You can go search, and it's not so much the front page of Google, it's the images. You can go search anything in those images and you're going to get the damn truth straight up front, whereas before it was being heavily censored. Oh, shit, you not. Sharon, hope you're well. Back there as moving to Harvey Bay with the mom. Oh, Sharon, hope that's a smooth move, darling. Yeah. Take care, laugh, and enjoy life. Thanks, Shaz. I hope you're well and safe, darling. Anyway, I'm going to move on and I'm going to do Capricorn like I said I was going to. I just wanted to let you guys know about Boris because, like I say, this could be 50-50. Did you not catch the Queen's speech? For one, and I notice everything, and the thing is, my dad taught me never to take anything at face value. He taught me to take a step back, observe what's going on with a logical mind, and always ask questions. So it's not that I'm being irritating. It's not that I'm a Tim Full wearing out conspiracy theorist or anything like that. It's that I ask questions. I don't buy everything that I'm told. I don't buy everything that's pushed at me in a narrative. So, like I say, with the Queen's speech, I took a step back and I observed. And I read between the lines. And for one, what I caught, I don't know if anybody caught this. She referred to the virus with a pronoun. She referred to the virus as a pronoun. She was talking about the coronavirus and how all the NHS are doing an amazing job. Yeah, fair play. But then she said, those that come for us. And that's where my cogs were turning then. Those that come for us. Why would you call a virus the pronoun those? That sounds like a threat to me. And we all know the royal family's dirty dealings just lately with the fucking Epstein case and Jimmy Savile. You're not telling me she's going to fucking stick up for her sons left, right and centre. So that got me tweaking then. Those that come for us. So I'm thinking, that sounds like a fucking threat, that does. Anyway, and then at the end, she says, till we meet again. And I thought, that sounds a bit final. That sounds a bit final. Anyway, I wanted to watch it back. So I went on BBC iPlayer and I went to watch it back. And on BBC iPlayer, before you click play, it tells you the day it was uploaded, yeah, and what time. And it said the 5th of March. I shit you not, it said the 5th of March. That was done a month ago. They're telling you it was done on Friday. That was done a month ago. Seriously. And like I say, that till we meet again sounded a little bit fucking final, if you ask me. Anywho, that's just my thoughts on that. That's just my thoughts on that. Anywho, let's move on. Do Capricorn. April 2020 Capricorn. What's that? 3-1. How many signs is that? I've pulled that for now. It's got to be at least 3 of you. I've pulled that one in the upright. Capricorn. Queen of Swords. 10 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles reversed. And the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Right. Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Capricorn. Dream talk again for Capricorn. All right. Capricorn, I've got this. This is usually when it's in. I mean, in the upright, it's sort of being independent and sort of standing on your own 2 feet, feeling comfortable in your own skin. And in the reverse, it's feeling very insecure and very alone and dependent. Like you need somebody there. You don't feel right if you're on your own. And okay, this could be a card of loneliness as well when it's in the reverse. So if if anybody's watching this and you're on your own, especially during a lockdown, I've got the Queen of Swords and I'm looking at it and yeah, okay, it's an invite to negotiate, isn't it? But I'm looking at it, it's almost like it's an invite, someone just come and talk to me. And I feel like that's the problem. Some of you guys can't talk. There's nobody to talk to. So you may have an issue that you feel like you can't, even if you're with a partner or somebody, you may have an issue here that you can't talk to anybody about, or that there's nobody that you feel you can trust with something. Maybe it's how you're feeling. I've got here the 3 of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles reversed, and I think the 7 of Pentacles is a lot of impatience going on regarding it's something probably to do with family here, okay? And I just think that you can't talk, you can't, it's almost like you really wanting to talk to someone, but you just can't either find the words, or you just need somebody to listen and nobody's listening. And maybe that's why you're growing impatient. And I think the 3 of Wands is what you've already been doing. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and now we're just getting a bit frustrated. I think with the Dream Talk card, I'm just going to read it to you. It says your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of many ways in which your soul and those in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more. I think this is to say, look, if you've got nobody physically that you either want to talk to your problems about, or that you can talk to your problems about, Spirit's coming through to say, talk to us. We're here. We will communicate with you. Even if you can't hear us, maybe we'll pop up in your dreams or something like that. Again, a lot of people are going through awakenings at this point. Raising the vibrations, opening of the conscious. And yes, we're going, you're going to find that the more you open up, the more bombarded spirit's going to become with you, because they are trying to push you to open up fully so they can communicate with you. So some of you could be on the cusp of communicating with spirit here, and spirit's just sort of saying, look, if you can't talk to people in the living, come and talk to us. Go in the bedroom, go in the, you know, spare room, in the bathroom, and just sit and fucking talk. And know that you're not being ignored, because they will listen to you. So some of you just got problems that you can't seem to talk to your loved ones about. Maybe no one's listening. Maybe no one wants to listen. They're saying, talk to us, Capricorn. So, like I say, some of you guys could be going through spiritual awakenings. Interesting. Right. Let's have a look at the fire signs. I'll start with Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Aries. Chariot for Aries. I'll just put that out. Sorry, you guys, I'm just taking my time today. Queen of Swords have been coming out a hell of a lot. Like communicating, talking and negotiating. The Empress with the Sun in the reverse. And the King of Wands. Oh, okay, what was that? Excuse me, guys. The Eight of Wands and the Star. Right. Let me put a spirit message on that. Let me see. Strength. Right. Okay, I don't know who this is. An Aries, or someone connected to an Aries. But I'm somebody coming to this. Somebody with fair hair. I've got somebody just either just finding out, or it's just happened, a miscarriage. Thing is, Angela's, I weren't going to bring it up, but Angela's pretty certain that somebody needs to hear a message. So I'll get to the rest of the Arians, but for this particular person, I've got a miscarriage here, okay, and it takes a lot of strength to rebuild yourself. And I just want you to know, don't think this was your fault, because it wasn't. I've got somebody who may be watching this, maybe not right now, but at a later date, who's blaming themselves. You know, they could have done this differently, or they could have done that. A lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas. And Spirit's coming through to say, look, you did everything right. This was just, you know, and none of us are perfect, but as far as Spirit's concerned, you did everything right. Don't punish yourself too much. There is hope for the future. This is not likely to happen again, so just bear that in mind. But this was just nature's way of saying that either your body wasn't going to cope carrying this through, or that this baby's body wasn't going to cope carrying this through. And it's you know, and I feel my heart being really tugged, like, oh my god, you know, fall to the floor stuff. I'm going to read you the Strength card. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul. With strength comes with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone. We're always with you. So, right, I'm gonna move on to the other Aries. Okay, right then. So, completely different message for other Arians. Right then, you guys may not know where you stand with a specific situation, but again, these are advice-based readings. You can still charge through with anything your little heart desires, you know, and I feel like if you need to negotiate something here with somebody, you know, while you're on a roll, let's say, now's the best time to do it this month. Don't get me wrong, you don't always have to know where you stand. You don't always have to know the outcome. You can be okay with the unknown. You know, and I think that that's probably where you guys end up shooting yourself in the foot the majority of the time, is because expectations are too high and because we have to know every little detail before it happens. And guess what? You all ain't got a fucking crystal ball. Just saying. It's more about hope and optimism. And I say this all the time. If you're feeling shitty about stuff, you're going to be dealt nothing but shit. If you're feeling shit hot about stuff and optimistic, all right, whatever comes my way, I'm going to tackle it head on. We're going to get through this. We're going to get this done. If you tackle it with an optimistic manner and viewpoint, you're going to get dealt shit hot stuff, not shit stuff. There's a difference. You know, in other words, things will continue to get better, but you have got to let go of expectations. You do not have to know every little detail. You don't have to have control over every little detail prior to what's coming. And that could include some of you that are constantly like this every single fucking hour of the day with your tarot cards, you know, or tarot readings. Need to know what's coming, need to know what's coming, I need to know what's coming. No, you don't. Spirit say, no, you don't. You don't have to know anything. You just have to ride it out and be optimistic and be prepared. That's what they're saying. That's Aries advice. Straight up. So up the ante on the strength and be okay with it. Shit is going to go well. Just don't be pessimistic and don't be impatient. Right. Let's check out Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising Leo for April 2020. All right, Leo, I've got the Eight of Cups. I've got the Lovers, the Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Eight of Swords. Two cards that signify entrapment, and in this case, mental. Could be a bit of both, physical as well. I've got gratitude, okay. So some of you could be dealing with somebody here that you just don't feel is grateful enough for what you do or what you give or what you say. You know, and I think that the lack of understanding between you and someone is the mountain between you. It's a barrier, and you've got to walk away from that barrier. It's not that you're walking away from the person, you're walking away from the problem. This person, you don't have to give up on them completely, and I don't think you will. And I think that you will continue going slow to move past this situation. Whatever that barrier was between you and this person, maybe it was mental entrapment, maybe it was somebody with bad habits, maybe this was mental, you know, illness, whatever this is, mental entrapment. It's being in your own head, going over and over and over and over crap and constantly bringing it up, when really it's time we should let this go. And don't forget, with the Devil, it's self-sabotage. You know, it's not a situation that you are put in, it's a situation that you put yourself in. The chains around their neck are loose. They can lift that chain and walk away from the Devil anytime they want. They choose to stay. And what keeps them there is temptation and you know, passion as well with the fire. Temptation with the forbidden fruit and passion with the fire. You know, and yeah, all right, you may feel very passionate about your position in all of this. But, again, Spirit's coming through to say that is a very self-sabotaging mentality. So it is time that you know, that you do walk away from that, you know, in that respect. Like I said, I don't think it's a person that you're walking away from. I feel like it's a problem to do with the person that you walk, you know, it's like, we're going to let that go. I'm just going to, you know, go sit down, have a word with myself in the corner. It's one of them kind of things. And I think that with the gratitude card, it's just reminding you guys to be grateful for what you've got rather than what you haven't. We could all be in a lot worse positions. Let's just say that. So it says, life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance instead of entrapment. Okay, so just bear that in mind, Leo. Right. Let's move on and do Sag. Right then. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising for April 2020. Sagittarius. Don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. The more likes the video gets, the more YouTube will recommend it to others. And it really helps me out when you guys do that. To see over, you know, 100, 200, 300 views on a video and barely 10 likes, it takes the piss, just saying. Right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, I've got the Emperor in the reverse. The Two of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles reversed. The Fool. And the Two of Swords reversed. Sagittarius, you've had a reality check with look of it. Soul power. Okay. So, looking at these three, seems like Sag may have been a little bit overwhelmed here with the situation. Some could, I mean, the Emperor in the reverse, it is a bit abusive, whether that's perceived or reality. And this really is sort of in that endless cycle, going round and round in circles, got too much on a plate to deal with stuff. And, you know, we've got fragility in the way here as well. So whether that be you fragile or whoever you're dealing with fragile, whichever way this goes, I just see Sag feeling like they're, you know, under pressure from many different angles here. And it's like, I need a way out. I need a way out. Give me a break. The only person that can give that break is you, Sagittarius. Taking a chance, taking a leap of faith into the unknown. And I feel this pertains to decisions that need making, because we have got the Two of Swords. So, you know, a lot of the twos do relate to decisions or options and things like that. And in this case, that two is in the reverse. So you've taken off a blindfold and you've seen reality for what it really is. So that tells me you may have been living in Clyde Cuckoo land, mainly for the sheer fact that you could have been very overwhelmed with, you know, many different things going on all in one go. And I just feel like the Emperor, whether this is your energy feeling oppressed in a way or victimized in a way, or whether this is you feel somebody's been doing this to you, I just see you taking off this blindfold, seeing reality for what it is, and you're like, no, I'm out of there. And I feel like that's where the Fool comes in. You're out of there. You ain't looking back. And then we've got soul power. And sometimes when I see soul power, I want to say willpower. You know, a lot of willpower and a lot of strength needed to get out of a situation that you're going round in circles, whether it's an argument, a situation, something oppressive, you know what I mean? Could even be abusive. Right, I'm going to read you the card. It says, always remember you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you want it, baby. So take a stand. You've got enough power backing you to take a stand against something here and get the hell out. I just see some Sagittarius taking off a blindfold and saying, this is reality. I don't want to be a part of that. That's what I see Sagittarius going through this month, okay? Some Sagittarius can't resonate for every single one of you, but these are advice-based. Don't forget that. Right, moving on. Let's do the air signs. Last but not least. All right, let's do Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, April 2020 for Libra. Libra, okay, I've got the Empress in the reverse. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. She's been coming out a lot, that Queen of Swords. Seriously. The Five of Swords reversed. Okay, we've got three here. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands reversed, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, for a start, if anybody was wanting to move, I see plans being thrown down the drain for obvious reasons. Or you're being advised to put it to one side for now. Right, Libra, I've got support. So, the thing is with the Empress, I hate seeing this card in the reverse because it's that feeling of it's not feeling worth it. It's not feeling good enough. It's not feeling good enough about yourself. It's not feeling, it's very self-harming. Not quite sabotaging, but self-harming. You know what I mean? Like not feeling good about yourself, not feeling attractive enough or good enough. Hence why we don't want to talk about something here. Something needs to be spoken about. A conversation, a negotiation of some sort needs to happen, and we're not doing it. It's worth it, again, to talk, but you're not doing it because I just see some of you lacking self-esteem. It's almost like you need to say something, but you're not saying something because you don't feel like what you have to say is important or what you have to say is relevant. I'm not sure. This is very strange. But Libra, what I will say is your overall advice is you've got more support around you than you think. If there's something that you need to say, if there's something that you need to do, you need to get over yourself and do it. Let go of the self-doubt, the self-worth issues, and remember that you are loved and that you have a lot of support around you. Don't stay quiet about something, especially when it's important. Now, I've got a lot of focus on the home and on money and finances and instability here with the Four of Wands. So this could be basically saying, look, just keep focus on things that matter. Anything else other than that, if there's instability around the home, that matters. Let's fix that. You know, if there's instability with a partnership and you feel like you can't say what you need to say, again, let's fix that. Let's not focus too much on superficial. Whenever I see the Knight of Cups, I feel superficial with that. Let's not focus on superficial things, okay? It can also signify the knight in shining armor effect, you know, somebody coming in to save the day, I suppose. You know, but at the end of the day, maybe that's what you're waiting for. Maybe you're waiting for somebody to come and save the day, Libra, and guess what? Nobody is. So in other words, it's one of them situations where you have to take charge and stop feeling like you won't have a better impact on this situation. I feel like some of you need to tell somebody something and you're not telling them. It's almost like the words are on the tip of your tongue, but we can't let it out for whatever reason or another. Libra, you need to tell someone. Simple as that, you need to tell someone. Just give me 1 second, you guys, before I move on to Gemini, because I'm a bit bunged up and I just want to go and clear myself first. Just give me 1 moment. I've had hay fever again. It's doing my head in. Oh dear. Bloody hell. So that's how I know I ain't got this pissing virus, because I've got a runny nose. So if you got a runny nose, you ain't got it. Well, that's what the worst saying anyway. Right then, moving on, Gemini. Got any Geminis in the room? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. April 2020, Gemini. Gemini, I've got Strength reversed with the Death card. Something's ended and we're feeling a bit licking a pause. The Lover's in the reverse. That mountain got in the way. The Seven of Cups and the Six of Wands reversed. Right, let me throw a romance angel on this. Soul power. So, Gemini, I've got you definitely licking your wounds here over some ending that's going on this month. And the thing is with the Lovers, I mean, as I always say, it's that trust in heart and head, really. And also there's the mountain between them. It's sort of like two people that should be together that, you know, there's a mountain between them. They've got to get over it, you know. But in the reverse, that mountain's way too big to get over. This is a case of following the head rather than the heart, you know what I mean? And I've got the Seven of Cups, and I feel confusion more so with this, you know, what's real and what's fake. I think some of you could be dealing with somebody here who's not been exactly clear with specific things. And I feel like you've overanalyzed it to the point of no return. It's come to an end, and we're looking at pause now because you don't know what the hell happened. Something's ended here, and we're like, what the hell happened? Is the energy that I get from that. And the thing is with the Six of Wands reversed, I feel the need to say, stop paying this situation as much attention as what you are, because it's not worth it. If something's came to an end, it's for a reason. And don't forget with the Death card, massive change and transformation. Wherever there's death, there's also rebirth. So you have another chance here to make things better for yourself. And that's where I feel soul power comes in, the willpower and the soul power to get over this and sort of stop, you know, feeling so weak and victimized about this. You know, I always say to people, you know, if you constantly pin your son and label your son as a victim, then guess what? You're fucking weak. Who wants to live their life weak? Constantly feeling the victim. Me. No. I've got more respect for survivors rather than victims, because you're only a victim because you want to be, believe me. Instead, let's start evolving into survivors. You go through something shitty, you go dealt a shitty hand, and you turn it around. You pick your son up from the dirt, you brush it off, and you fucking start again if you have to. And that's why we have the soul power card. Bingo. This is about not being so focused on endings that, and don't forget, whenever we see the death card, if something ends, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. It's because where you were compared to where you are now is supposed to be that way. So instead of allowing this to get to you so much, this is more about picking your son up at this point and saying, do you know what? No, I'm a survivor. I'm going to fucking work hard and better myself. And like I said right at the beginning of this video, you know, now is the time to be the best version of your son that you can possibly be and not allow everybody else to make you feel shitty. That's what this is about. We've got a clear obstacle here that just could not be overcome. And some of you are finding this out this month. And if an obstacle can't be overcome, it's for a reason. Again, this is about moving on at this point, okay? And not dwelling on stuff. Right. Last but not least, Aquarius. I'm sorry to hear that, Crystal. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius. Right, Queen of Swords, and just nearly every fucking reading she's been coming out. Whoever feels like they can't fucking speak up. Thanks, Angela. I know what this is about. I'm going to talk about this right at the end. Let me do Aquarius first. I know exactly why she keeps coming out. And just show me. The Tower reversed. Oh, what have we got there? Four of Wands reversed, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius. Yeah, again with the Queen of Swords star, I've got something to say about her. She's been coming out for a reason. Right, I've got receive, okay? So, Aquarius, you guys wear your pride on your sleeve. Yeah, that's where we're going with this. You guys are very independent people. And you know, you don't tend to rely on others so much for help. But through some sort of a conversation here, you've avoided a disaster. And I feel like it's because this is about truth and honesty. And I feel like In other words, look at the way I'm looking at this. It's almost like you sat there and you're like, right, I need the truth, and if I don't get it, I'm swinging that sword down on your head. And this person's come rushing in with the truth. And I feel like because they've told the truth, it's helped you, it's not that you've avoided disaster, I feel like they have. This is like almost like this month you absolutely need the truth from someone here. Otherwise, you are cutting this thing off. And luckily, I think they told you the truth. So lucky for them. They told you the truth. And I think that it came down to the fact that because you are independent, because you don't need to rely on anybody else, is the reason why you can sit so comfortably and not actually need anyone there. You'd be quite comfortable swinging that sword down on anyone, if you smell a rat. But this person got a lucky break. They actually told you the truth. So if you come to this and you're like, right, okay, this person, I want the truth from this person, and they've said this, this, and this. Is that the truth? And you come to this reading, I think you've been delivered the truth. However, there are still instabilities going on here, okay, whether it be property, home, whatever. There are still instabilities. And I think maybe that's what you wanted the truth about. Maybe you wanted the truth to know why something was so unstable. Anyway, this person clearly is coming in to help you out. They clearly want to remain a part of your life. They told you the truth. We've avoided a disaster here. We want to regain stability. Yes, you're independent and can cope on your own, but I think somebody's coming in here to help you. And this may not necessarily be on a romantic level. This could just be somebody coming in to say, look, here's the truth. Here's what's really going on. I want to help. And it's up to you to receive. But pride may be in the way a little bit. And I think that this is more about letting your guard down and actually being able to receive something here from someone that's trying to help. In other words, somebody's trying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. In other words, that's what the kind of saying. That's the advice for Aquarians. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. It says, you are a kind and loving soul and who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. So, in saying that, you know what to do, Aquarius, this month. Right then, let's talk about this Queen of Swords. Because she's been coming out, I think there's only 2 spreads that she ain't come out in. She's been coming out a lot. So let's talk about this one. Hey, Melissa. Just going to roll a fag. Angela's very, very kindly filled me in and put me in the Rembrandt. So I'm going to put you lot in the Rembrandt. It's about speaking up. It's about talking. That's why she's coming out. She, I look at her in a different... Yes, I always read the Queen as that negotiation, that invite to communicate. But I also look at this card in a different way, and I can understand where Angela's coming from, why this card's continuously come out. It's like she's reaching out. And I feel like a lot of you need to reach out at this point and speak your truths. So, and again, it is to do with a lot of everything that's been going on. This is just Angela's wink, wink, nudge, nudge to say, look, let's deal with this like adults. Adults don't stay quiet for fear of saying the wrong thing. Children stay quiet for fear of saying the wrong thing. Adults don't do that, and adults shouldn't do that. Why? Because we're free thinkers. We're free thinkers, each and every one of us. Me, you, your families, your children, your parents. We're free thinkers. We're not necessarily anybody that just accepts something at face value. So I think the Queen of Swords is coming through collectively to say to everyone, look, question everything. Speak up. Tell your truth. If you're seeing something or you know something, strike that. If you know something, If you're looking at something and you know something, speak up and speak your truth. Because especially during times like this, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. That's why the Queen keeps coming out. Okay? The only weapon that any of us have really got that's got any impact at all is our voice and a free mind. That is a weapon in its own right. And if it ain't being used, it's a waste. So there you go. There you go. Flash keeps coming out. And it makes sense. It makes sense. Well, it ain't going to be for anything. I mean, every single one of us ain't going to be fucking negotiating jack shit at the minute, really. Let's be straight. But a little birdie has been telling me, and I have been reading a lot, that a lot of people's finances are looking better at the moment. Especially those that had debt, which is kind of cool. And I cannot imagine that freedom, should we say, is going to be taken away. I think it's here to stay. That kind of freedom, I think it's here to stay, which is good news all round, really, I'd say. Hey, Pauline, good to see you again. I'm late to the party. Well, I have just finished, but I'm quite happy to stick around for a quick chat. You know, if anybody has any questions, not reading questions, I'm not doing any more. I'm not doing personal readings. Flat out, no. But if anybody wants to ask me any questions, you know, whether it be personal or about what's going on, far away, if I can answer it, I will. I don't mind. And we've got a few people that are in the know in the room, whether spiritually or factually. You know, our lovely Star Lordess is in the room as well. So if I can't answer something, I'm pretty sure somebody else will be able to answer. Because me and our lovely Star, we've been knuckling down over these last few weeks because obviously the energies haven't been too good and I've had to occupy my time somehow. So I've been doing a lot of research and we have been comparing notes, which is kind of cool. So anyway, how are you, Pauline? Are you doing all right? Yeah, that Queen of Swords, yeah. I feel like leaving her out, you know, and just setting a little reminder. Little reminder there. I'm just going to sit her there and keep her out, I think. Most people see it as bad luck to leave a card out, but I don't know. I can't imagine how on earth that for a reminder could have any kind of bad luck attached to it. I think it's a wonderful reminder. Speak your truth and be comfortable while doing so. I think that's great. I really do. Is my chat working? Let me pop it out. Pop it out. Oops. Blowing it up. Where we're going, where we're going. There we are. That's better. Skype when you're done. Yeah, I think so, Star. Absolutely. I am happy to do Skype when I'm done. I think the thing is a bit slow at the minute, you know. The connection's not been brilliant. Yeah, it's gone cray. Oh, Pauline's just popped up. I'm good, Tarkay. I've made 2 sets of oracle cards. Yippee. Practicing tarot too, but not charging yet. Tried to charge a mate's daughter, but the little bugger hasn't paid yet. Do not give tarot readers before they've paid. Seriously. You make them pay first. It's as simple as that. And that's the thing. You know, if your clients are respectable and understanding, they'll be okay with that. They'll be okay with that. They'll understand. You know, at the end of the day, it's one of them things. They pay first. It's always one of them things. Unless you are prepared to give a reading for free, you make sure you make sure they pay first. You know, and if there's any problems on the reader's part, then fair enough. You know, you can always refund it. But at the same time, no, you get it first and foremost. Laura, thanks. Always enjoy your readings. No problem, Laura. It's lovely to see you in, and thank you for your emails. Seriously, like I said to everybody, you know, I've been inundated with emails and I've not been able to keep up with everybody. You know, I've literally just blocked out because it's just been like so. The energies just feel so pressured. Does anybody else feel that? It just feels so pressured. You know what I mean? It's like I will definitely like catch up with everybody because I've had honestly, I reckon I've had about over 100 messages from people on Skype, email, WhatsApp, you fucking name it, Facebook. I haven't even logged in Facebook for about a week. Hey, July, baby. Good. Oh, thank you, darling. It's good to see you here in the chat. Witchy World, I had a lovely Michelle. What did I miss? You missed everything. Yes, I did an all signs and I just finished doing them. Yes, been nuts. I found that I either don't sleep or I continuously sleep. Yeah, a lot of people have been feeling that way. What's up, Charlie?
Can I watch Bad Moms Christmas?
No, you cannot.
Why?
Because there's too much swearing in it. You get enough swearing from me. You ain't watching that. You heard that? Can I watch Bad Moms Christmas? I'm crawling in the fucking walls with these kids. Shit you not. I haven't slept properly in weeks. I swear to God. I've been the same, Pauline. I've been the same. I've either been not sleeping at all or I've been sleeping too much. I can't find a balance at the minute and it's driving me crazy. But check out those Schumann resonance. I swear to God, they've been crazy for a month now. They've been crazy. The Earth's natural frequency is supposed to be like 7.8, some 9. And this damn thing has been hitting like 200 gigahertz nearly every day, sometimes for hours at a time. There's a page on Twitter, and it's actually called Schumann Resonance. So if you're on Twitter, go follow him because they put up a daily graph. In fact, I think they do it every 2 hours, 2 to 5 hours. They put up a graph and it could tell you what the Earth's natural frequency has been radiating at. And they say that it's linked to openings of the conscious, you know, for example, mass meditations and things like that. And when you've got that much energy and you're an empath, you have got to find a real good fucking way to block it. Because otherwise you get bombarded. And unfortunately, I've been preoccupied. So I've not been able to block everything. And I've been getting bombarded. I need to do some serious heavy meditating myself, if I'm honest. I really do. And it's not even just with everybody else's energy, it's with the Earth's energy as well, you know. It's a wonderful thing that Earth is healing and whatnot, but still you can get bombarded by the Earth's energy field. If you're sensitive enough to it. And some of you are sensitive and you don't even realise it. You get a pressured headache out of nowhere. Like you're in a fucking plane cabin. That's the Earth's energy. I shit you not. If all of a sudden you're quite happy as Larry, you maybe sat down, having a cup of tea or a ciggy, and out of nowhere, on the sofa, fast asleep. You didn't even feel the need to sleep. That's what it is. That's what it is. Don't forget, like I always say, as humans, we're all connected to our planet through energy. And if the planet's giving off energy, we're going to feel it. If we're giving off energy, the planet's going to feel it. We are connected to our own planet. Not enough people realise we even understand this. And here's a perfect example of how humans are connected to. Where on earth do you think and this is a daft question, where on earth do you think that we get the oxygen that we need to survive? Our planet gives us that through trees. So anybody that says we are not connected to our planet, seriously, science says we are. And spirituality says we are. Energy says we are. In many ways, it ain't just about the air we breathe. Our planet gives us everything that we need. Everything. And we give our planet everything that it needs. Or should I say, we should be giving our planet everything it needs. But I'm not going to go off on one of these climate fucking crap, because I do believe that is crap. And it ain't, and it's not that climate change is crap and looking after the planet is crap. Of course we need to look after our planet. It goes without saying. But what is crap is throwing money at it. No amount of money in the world is going to change our planet. We are going to change our planet. No amount. So when your government start talking about fucking carbon credits and shit like that, just know that all the money that your government pays out in carbon credits, yeah, goes into a fucking slush fund. That's what it is. Run by the IPCC. If you don't believe it, go look it up. I'm not telling you anything that you can't find online. It's a con. And if I'm perfectly honest, all right, some of you don't like Trump, some of you don't have to, but the guy point blank refused to have anything to do with the Paris Accord and the IPCC for that reason, because it's no but a fucking slush fund. So, not being funny, whether you like the guy or not, press like to make him out to be a moron, but believe you me, that guy's smarter than anyone to give him credit for. He's a fucking donut at times, granted. I think he puts out that persona though. It's almost, like he's goading the fucking press. That's how I see it anyway. Not everyone has to agree. Not everybody has to agree at all. But that's the best thing about it. We can voice our own opinions and we don't have to fall out about it. Who needs to be fucking petulant? As a lover, not a fighter. But yes. Yeah, that's right, Witchbold. Yeah, the earth, the plants, the grass. We're connected to our planet, period. But, that's what I say to everybody. If we're connected to our planet in that way, yeah, how do we not know that there aren't other ways that we can also connect to our planet? That cannot possibly be just the only way. It's not. We give our planet carbon dioxide. Our planet gives us oxygen. It's transfer of energy. And believe me, that is not the only transfer of energy that both us and our planet can benefit from. There are a lot of other ways that we can do it as well. Some we're yet to discover. But still, the more open-minded people are at this point, the better. Trust me. Everybody's going to be, I keep telling everybody, everybody on the planet's going to start going through ascensions left, right, and centre. And it could start from something small as a realisation, whether that be a realistic, practical realisation of something that you thought that isn't what it actually is. Spiritual realizations, anything that expands your mind and makes you think outside the box. Is that awakening process taking place? So there you go. It's not native healers been doing it for yeah, that's right. July, baby, I'm waiting for the aliens to show up. They're already here. Just FYI. They're already here. Seriously. Some of you guys need to go watch my Spiritual Showdown videos. And also go watch the plan, The World is Changing. It's all in my playlist section. Seriously. I actually released a video in December 2018. And I spoke about everything that's going on now back in December 2018. I didn't specifically say it was a virus. I didn't know what at that point it was going to be. But I knew that life as we knew it was going to change, which is true. Life as we know it is changing. But anywho, yeah, your jaw might hit the floor. Go watch that video. Pauline, it's a bit ridiculous, but I've only just heard of the Schumann residence last week, but at least I know about it. I knew that Reiki and meditating and high vibes was good for our planet, though. It really is. It really is. It is good for our planet. It's just us as humans learning to deal with the effects of it a bit better. And I am not an advocate for that because I have not been handling it very well at all. I admit it, I haven't. I need to find a way to channel it better. True they are. Maybe more of an alien presence maybe can help. We may need them at some point. Maybe not right now, but, you know, in the next 5 to 10 years, we may need them. So, but again, that's the thing, you know, media and mainstream have made people afraid of what they don't know, afraid of the unknown. Do you know that it's speculated that our ancestors from thousands and thousands of years ago, you know, they never were afraid of the unknown. I mean, for fuck's sake, they used, you know, back in Stone Age, they used to go tackling wild bulls and huge animals. They feared nothing. It was about survival. You know, and I just think the mentality that we have now is totally and 100% programmed. It's like we've been programmed into experiencing fear, whereas the human race never even knew what fear was. This has been programmed. And it's to keep us under control. So if you're afraid of something, you're being controlled to fear. Seriously. You know, I can't remember exactly who said it, but there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Can't remember who said that. Somebody said that. Nothing to fear but fear itself, which is so true. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. 4 times. 4 times. There she is. My darling Chris. How you doing? Do let me know. But yeah, like I say, you know, fear is programming. That's all it is. It's why people are afraid of things like that. And they shouldn't be. My phone is messing up. So I just thought you were trying to catch my attention there, darling. And you did. Just trying to keep busy. I know we all are. We all are. I had my little rant at the beginning of the vid about crawling the walls and, you know, wanting to neck a bottle of wine and shit. There's so much fear and panic right now in society. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think panic and fear is spreading faster than the damn virus. And even that's questionable. I'm just going to say it. It's questionable. So much fucking fake news fuckery about it. Doing my head in. Put a video out, didn't I? Sky News did a report on March the 22nd about hospital in Bergamo, Italy. And these footage that they said was from Bergamo. That's debatable. Literally, 3 days later, March 25th, CBN put out a video, the same video, telling everybody it was New York, Elmhurst. Seriously. Unbelievable. Some of you lot really do need to sign up to Twitter. Sign up to Twitter. You know, if you sign up to Twitter, you're going to get the truth, nothing but the truth, because people are turning into citizen journalists, and that is not a bad thing. Because people are going in search of the truth. And if you notice, all the news sites are all, you know, Mockingbird fucking media. They're all saying the same thing, the same narrative. It doesn't matter which news channel you click on, yeah? They're all going to tell you the same thing, same thing, same thing. It's because they're being told to from higher up. Think about it. There's only 6 corporations in the entire world that own every single news channel. 6, that's it. They could tell, seriously. What a way to push a narrative out, seriously. My friend's dad is in the ICU on a ventilator in a medically induced coma right now. I think it's a very serious situation, but also think that people are looking into making a profit off this one. We should be coming together. Yeah, I agree. There are a lot, you know, I think the media are wanting to make a fucking profit off this more than anything. But I'm sorry to hear about your friend's dad. Has he got any underlying conditions that have made this worse? Because that's what's really going on that I've been hearing. A lot of people are saying, you know, yeah, they're in hospital and, you know, they've got heart problems, or they've got kidney problems, or they've got lung problems, you know. And it's sort of like, well, yeah, you can't, anybody with these kind of problems, they could catch a normal flu. And the same effect would still be the outcome. But no, it's corona. And I'm not saying that to diss anybody in this situation. I'm not saying that to diss any of the health workers either, because in my eyes, they are heroes. But at the end of the day, let's start speaking the truth about it. Like I said before, if you say nothing, how does anything change? How do we get necessary changes? How do we improve anything if we say nothing? And this is the problem. But I do hope that your friend's dad recovers. I really do. I genuinely do. And my prayers are definitely with your friend's dad. I'm getting annoyed, truthfully, and the dreams are crazy. The dreams are just going to keep getting crazier and crazier over the next few months. And you're also going to find crossover dreams. Like, I mean, you'd have a dream and you'd speak to somebody. 9 times out of 10, they've had the same damn dream. There's a lot of that going on as well. It's ascensions going on left, right, and centre. I'm telling you now. Seems like what I said 2 years ago is actually starting to happen now. My dreams have been nuts when I do go to sleep. Very vivid, yeah. I know my dreams have been pretty vivid, but they've been on the vision spectrum, so they're a bit personal to me at the moment. I'd rather stay quiet about them, if I'm honest. But yeah. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to end this now and I'm going to shoot. I've done the all signs. So if you've come on late, just wait for this to upload on the channel and then you can rewind back. I think the readings start at about 10 past. 10 minutes in, something like that. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to shoot you guys. Star-Lord is moving into 5D right on schedule. Exactly. Right on fucking schedule. We was talking about, me and Star were talking about this 2 years ago, and we both knew this was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. We just didn't know it'd be this soon, because we were kind of expecting it to be more around 2021 to 2023, didn't we? But it actually ends up being 2020. Seriously, you guys, seriously. Anyway, what I will leave you all with, something that might blow your mind before I go. And this is just to say that you know, if we're going to delve down the route of prophecies and shit like that. And this mainly is for those that deal with American date formats. So, you know, in the UK, we do our day and month. In the US and Canada, they do the month and then day. I'm going to leave you with this. This is supposed to, this whole thing is supposed to start calming down by Good Friday, which is 4/10/20. Yeah? I mean, you look at the alphabet in terms of numerology alphabet, i.e. A equals 1, B equals 2, 4/10/20. Later, lots of love. Bye for now.